Hello and welcome to Craft the Kingdom. This week we're going to make this MDF building look like a woodcutter's cabin. Apologies, I've lost some segments of video for this recording, but I'll try and keep the flow going as best I can. I've already done some work to this building, but I'm not quite happy with it. So away with this old idea and let's try something else instead. This was just taken from a bits box and the material on the end is just a dust sheet. Here's the paints that I used for this entire project. Apologies, I didn't record it in each segment, I lost those bits of the videos. Step 1, painting. And I'd like to try something different today, so I'm going to do some wet blending with raw umber, yellow ochre and taupe. Let's see how good a realistic wood effect we can get with minimal effort. Step 2, adding some details. Since I decided this was going to be a log cutter's cabin, I thought I'd better add some axes and some saws. And whilst I could raid my bits box for some axes, I couldn't find any saws. So here I'm just making a couple of saws using plastic card and some matchsticks. Now for some scratch building. Let's try and make this a bit more interesting by adding on a tool shed or a tool awning to the front of the building. This is perhaps the most frustrating part of the build, but gives the most visual interest. Here I tried a technique that I'd seen on another video, whereby instead of cutting each individual plank, you just run 2 beads of glue down using full length coffee stirrer sticks and then just snip off the ends. It didn't work quite as videoed, and to be honest with you, in future I'm just going to pre-measure all of my slats. Sorry you didn't catch the beginning of this one, but this is my preferred way to do thatching. So to start off with, we've got teddy bear fur. This is then painted over with some watered down PVA to make it hard. You kind of comb it and brush it into whatever shape that you want. Spray it with desert sand spray paint and then use a Seraphim Sepia wash from Games Workshop. Okay, time to put it all together now. Let's hang up these axes and these saws and complete the build. So just when I thought it was finished, I then realised that I hadn't actually painted the tarp or the bit material in the corner of the tool awning. Just another note to say as well, I lost the video where I used the weathering powders. These were just made out of some pastels ground up. There was a burnt umber and also a sap green pastel that I just ground up and brushed along the bottoms of wood pieces of the building. Let's just give this a quick spray of varnish and call it done. So what do you think? I think we've made a big improvement on the original building. What's your favourite way to improve your MDF buildings?